frère. Je mange en condition de mon patron. Hein? Tant que je ne travaille pas, il ne doit pas manger. Vous-même, vous le savez, non? Que tant qu'on ne travaille pas, on ne doit pas manger. Oui, j'ai l'habitude de manger dehors parce que...
I have the habit of eating street food because there is no one to cook for me. My family is in the village and I live here with my elder brother. Since both of us are working, there is no time for cooking, and we basically eat all our meals on the streets.
Every single day, thousands of people move into the city of Duala. Many come to settle, while others come for business or some social activities. The town of Duala is increasingly getting crowded daily. All these newcomers and those who have lived in Duala have to feed daily. A good number of the city dwellers of Duala don't have a kitchen. Some, for years that they have been here, have never prepared their own food to eat. They totally depend on the food sold by the streets of Duala and sometimes local restaurants for their daily feeding. They take breakfast, lunch and supper wherever they feel hungry. This attitude has encouraged a lot of street-side food sales points. Many men and women now make a living through selling ready food items by the streets to those who pass by to consume.
I'm Silly George. I chose the business because the business was a very business that my father was doing. My father was a butcher, so he grew me up to be a butcher like him. So that's what made me to fall in any business. So I discovered that the butcher business is adapted in my blood also, as my father was a butcher. I've been in the business now for 8 years, and I've seen that through the business I've been doing it, he has promoted me, he has made me so many things. I've built my house, I married my wife because in the business.
Je vends les beignets au lait, et généralement les gens qui viennent manger c'est tout le monde quoi. Donc les gens travaillent dans les bureaux.
I sell puff-puff made with milk, and in the morning some students and workers come and have their breakfast here. In the afternoon, some workers come to eat during their lunch period, and in the evening, some parents after leaving work buy and take home for their children to eat in the morning before leaving for school.
Donc il n'y a pas tout le monde qui mange les beignets ici.
Ça date longtemps, plus de 10 ans.
It's been 10 years since I started roasting cocoyams, and it's mainly to raise my children. I have nothing else to do. Life is tough.
Ça fait 8 ans que je suis dans la nourriture. Je me suis conçue avec la
I've been selling food for 8 years now, and I've been able to build a house and take care of myself. I have 2 employees, and most of my customers are commercial bike riders.
J'ai mes 2 employés. Non, laisse-moi ça. Ah, laissez-moi ce c'est tout. Moi, j'étais d'abord couturière. C'est après que je suis devenue vendeur le pain haricot. Ça fait minimum 1 an ou 2 ans. J'ai mes clients.
At first, I was a seamstress, and it's been 2 years since I started selling bread and beans. I have many customers. My bank is my stomach. I don't save any money. After selling, I start drinking my beer. I'm too old to save money.
Je bois mon Isambek. Je bois mon Isambek. Parce qu'avec 90 ans, je ne peux pas faire aucune économie. Mon économie, c'est Isambek dans mon ventre.
Running economic or daily activities in the city of Duala is not simple. The process of getting along in the city of Duala is very cumbersome. Some people take more than 2 hours to go to work because of the traffic congestions on the city's roads. They usually miss breakfast at home because they have to leave home before breakfast in order to catch up with their day's activities. Sometimes, on some streets that there may be a roadblock, a case where a truck gets bad at the middle of a road, people stay for many more hours on the road and have to eat as they move. In some homes, everyone seems busy. Husband and wife leave for different directions early enough to be on time. The children too leave for school early to catch time. And at the end, everyone ends up in a restaurant. In most cases, converging back home very tired to prepare supper, and so all dash out again for supper on the closest ready food joint. Some have 2 jobs to do per day to catch up with life's demands. Some attend school and work. This category have no space in life to prepare or cook food. They share their very busy schedules, which sometimes takes them to very far ends of the city, wherever they meet food, they buy and eat.
Moi particulièrement je mange dehors parce que déjà d'un, je vis seul déjà d'un et
I eat on the street because I live alone, and more to that, I work and still go to school. So it is difficult for me to get back from work and prepare something to eat before leaving for school in the evening. As a result, I practically eat all my meals outside.
Donc ce qui fait que c'est pas évident. Donc voilà ce qui m'amène dehors à manger dehors. En ce qui me concerne, toute la journée. Franchement, c'est toute la journée parce que déjà comme je vous dis tantôt, moi je quitte, je fréquente, je vais au travail et dans la soirée je vais à l'école. Donc ce qui fait que j'ai pas le temps de rester à la maison et j'aurais même pas, même si j'étais à la maison, j'aurais pas le temps pour préparer. J'ai dit le matin, moi je cherche de quoi manger.
In the morning, I can take puff-puff or drink tea. In the afternoon, I look for some place where cooked food is sold and eat. And in the evening, I do the same.
Duala is a junction town, and so many people pass through it for the western northwest regions, the southwest region, the central region, and to the rest of Cameroon. Duala also has many economic activities. The seaport and the international airport. People visit the city every day. Some who don't know the system here end up spending more time than they had previewed. They end up at the corner of a street, eating on the street.
I don't have the habit of eating outside. It is because I'm on the road traveling. I don't usually eat on the road. It is because I'm on a journey and I can only eat roasted fish. When I'm at home in Loum, I don't eat outside.
Ici, quand je suis à Loum, moi je n'ai pas l'habitude souvent de manger. Je peux manger rien qu'un poisson comme ça là. C'est tout. On va faire comment? C'est la famille qui fait qu'on mange en haut.
Some people walk very, very far off their homes. Once they succeed in getting to work in the morning, they prefer to spend their break in a roadside restaurant. Coming to have lunch at home is practically impossible, as break time is usually peak period. Home is far off.
Thank God, because in this my business, I've seen that God has blessed me because I have customers that they leave from office, they come and eat here. They park workers around the area. Both with children, school children, and passerby business people also.
Getting food items from the markets of the city is very difficult. The markets are usually very congested and crowded and very expensive. Some people and families prefer to dodge from the stress and eat at a street restaurant or join the round. There are many reasons why some people in the city of Duala have never prepared their own food and totally depend on street food. Some don't even have houses. Some sleep in their cars. Some on the streets and corridors. And when dawn comes, move to the closest mammy put to start a new day. And some must eat on the street itself. They are too busy and wouldn't want to sit down for a second.
Voilà ça, vous voyez. Ouais. Donc, vous savez, quand on a faim, faut pas aller dans les grands restaurants.
When one is hungry, one has to eat. And here the price is average, where anybody can afford. There are expensive restaurants out there, but this is our level. Here with 300 francs, you will have a good meal.
C'est au niveau moyen.
I don't have a wife at home to cook for me, that is why I eat on the street. And moreover, I like puff-puff and beans because it's ghetto food. In the morning, I can take puff-puff, beans and pap, and in the afternoon, I can starve, and in the evening, I look for cooked meal and buy to eat.
Moi, je vais manger parce que j'ai déjà avancé. Parce qu'elle ne veut pas là, elle me plaît mal. Comme elle a même déjà construit la maison, j'ai l'impression qu'elle va venir me doter. On va vivre là-bas ensemble.
It is rare to hear that people have died from strange food that they consume from the streets. It's also true that most illnesses from foods do not manifest instantly. It may take months before one realizes that he picked up typhoid from a roadside food joint. It is not all the roadside food joints that follow the hygienic norms. Many street food consumers have turned to investigate roadside restaurants before they become customers.
La garantie, c'est que quand on fait les beignets,
the guarantee is that these puff-puffs I'm eating are still hot and have gone through a great deal of heat during frying. Even though they say germs resist heat, I'm not sure they can resist this kind of heat. And moreover, this place is cleanly kept. It is not exposed.
Je ne crois pas quand même que ces beignets sont quand même hygiéniques. Donc c'est ça qui me garantit que le milieu est bon. Et ces beignets ne sont pas exposés, vous n'avez qu'à regarder.
Oui, je n'ai pas de problème parce que je suis d'abord
None of my customers have ever complained to me about my food causing them problems, so I'm very sure of what I'm doing.
Ça lui dérange ni la bruit, donc je fais l'effort de mettre tous mes clients à l'aise.
There is no guarantee with the food we eat on the street. We are just filling our stomachs.
There exist some classic restaurants for the privileged, some of them with cooking chefs in control. Some of the sort restaurants go as far as providing buffet. Some customers could test a variety, unlike some cases that other restaurants specialize in providing particular dishes, and you are forced to stay on the dish on the menu. These sort restaurants are practically more hygienic and very expensive too. One must be very organized to have lunch at home in Duala. Reason why, after a few years in the city, people start looking for homes beside their offices. The husband must be very willing to cooperate with the wife if they must have supper at home. In Duala, it's not just the market money that counts. If madam starts work early this week, the husband could do breakfast. And if you close early, sir, you may pass through the market too. If you must eat home, especially as a young family, everyone must participate. Street restaurants are found after every step in the city of Duala, and some have become very mobile. Some fast food are made with fire and are done on moving hand trucks and wheelbarrows. Some of the street food consumers too must eat on the street itself. A minute gone is business lost in Duala. We are even lucky and blessed. Our country is blessed with food.